Ash, 5-0 win for your side this evening. How would you summarise your thoughts after that one?
Yeah, really pleased first and foremost to get a strong result against an organised team. We knew that they had an element of a threat in certain areas, and we nullified that best we could. The lads have really taken on board some work that we've done in training, either in terms of without the ball and how we could stop them and how we could nullify their threat, as we said, but also where we could maybe expose them, and they executed that pretty well tonight. Some performances that would need to be better against a tougher opposition, but all in all, job done, clean sheet, through to the next round.
And 5 different scorers as well. That must please you that the goals are being shared amongst the side.
Yeah, pleasing. We talked about how we could possibly be a threat, and we needed to ensure that we weren't a sort of one-trick pony and had multiple ways that we could hurt the opposition, whether that be runs from deep, whether that be switches across the pitch, whether that be people getting isolated in 1v1. So it was pleasing to see us be really threatening at times, and on another day should have had 4 or 5 more goals from the chances that we had.
And a good competition to put that performance in. The FA Youth Cup's quite a big one for you guys. You noted that it's one of the standouts on the calendar, so to do it in front of a crowd here at the Allianz Stadium must be pleasing.
Yeah, absolutely. I think the experience that the lads had last year helped them settle into the game better than what Walsall did. We had a really good start and put them on the back foot. My only concern as a coach is obviously letting them back in the game for a period, and a few mistakes starting to creep in. We want to make sure that we keep the back door firmly shut, and sometimes that comes from the work that we do higher up the pitch, making sure that we retain the ball when needed and we risk it when needed, but making sure that we lock the ball out behind that. But yeah, good experience for the lads, and they've taken to it well, and fingers crossed they can put a good performance in the next round.
And that's, as you say, into the third round now. It's either Bradford or Barnsley that await. What can you expect from either of those sides, really? Yeah,
both will be tough. We play Bradford in our own games programme, and they've got some really good players and play a really good brand, so we'd have to be on the money sort of without the ball against them, otherwise they definitely will create chances against us. Barnsley we have played in pre-season, a bit of a goal thriller, 9-3 loss, but hopefully that'd be a different outcome when we play them again. We'll try and do as much research on them as we possibly can do. We did a fair bit on Walsall, and I think that helped the lads, so we'll try and do the same for the next round to make sure that the lads are best prepared.
We also saw an appearance as well for Jersey Lopez, someone that's been out for some time that you must be delighted to have back.
Yeah, brilliant for Jersey, really pleased for him. In football these types of things happen, and typically there's 1 or 2 lads every year that have long-standing injuries, and he's been really unlucky with his. Had very limited amounts of game time throughout his scholarship, so for him to get back, worked so hard to get back, like the amount of time we've seen him grafting around the training ground and running while the lads are training, and obviously some ups and downs in his emotions leading up to that. Brilliant for him to get out on the pitch today. I was more than pleased to be able to bring him on. Shame he didn't score, but I'm sure his mum and dad will have been really pleased to see him make it back out onto the pitch, and fingers crossed he can sustain that now.